Patrick's Day, and if I had to make a guess, there's a couple of you watching that might have indulged in 1, 2, maybe 4 or 5 drinks yesterday, and you're probably sitting today maybe a little bit hungover and thinking, I completely ruined my nutrition plan, and how can I manage that in the future? That's what we're gonna be talking about today. If you head back to last week's episode, I talked about how you can track alcohol into your macros. So we talked about using the total calories and tracking it as either carbs, fat, or a mix of the two. Today, I wanna talk about the typical hurdles that you're going to encounter when you start enjoying alcohol in your daily life. So sometimes we get into these states where, you drink a couple drinks and your inhibitions are lowered, and it makes it harder for you to make decisions around food. My number one strategy if you're going to be enjoying alcohol is to try and pre-make as many decisions as possible. And that could mean you decide how many drinks you're gonna have beforehand, which types of drinks you're gonna have, as well as what you're going to eat after you indulge in some drinks. If you've already made that decision, it's gonna be a lot harder to be a little bit buzzed and making a decision around if you should have half a pizza or an entire pizza. Try and make as many decisions beforehand. When you start tracking your food, one of the most amazing things about tracking your nutrition is that you become significantly more aware of what you're actually eating. So you might have been drinking a glass or 2 of wine every single night and not actually realizing how many calories that entails and how much food you can eat for all of those calories instead of drinking a glass of wine. So often when people start being really on top of their nutrition, they learn to be a lot more moderate with their alcohol intake than they were before. At this point, you probably realize that if you do decide to indulge in some alcoholic beverages, that it's definitely going to come with some calories and going to take away some opportunity for you to eat actual food. But there are going to be some options that are better than others in terms of caloric intake. So some drinks that are definitely going to be higher in calories are gonna be things like daiquiris, slushy drinks, anything with a lot of fruit juice or soda. That's gonna be definitely higher in calories than something like a vodka soda or vodka mixed with any calorie-free mix-in. If you're really looking to have some alcoholic beverages but not drink so many calories or so much sugar, definitely opt for some straight liquor or hard liquor mixed with a mix-in that doesn't come with any calories like regular Coca-Cola, fruit juices, etc. I know a lot of you guys like beer and wine. Those are definitely going to come packed with calories too, so make sure you definitely pay attention before you decide to indulge. Some of you might be watching this and thinking, I don't drink alcohol at all, so what do I do when I go to a party and I've decided to just not indulge in alcohol, but everyone else is, and I don't want to feel left out? So one thing that I've always done is if you feel awkward in those scenarios, having a drink in your hand all the time is going to make it less likely for people to offer you a drink. So I tend to have either a diet soda in my hand, or I'll even bring my own water bottle or alcohol bottle that just doesn't have any alcohol in it, and no one is the wiser. So if anyone offers you a drink, just say, thank you, I've already got mine, and practice saying no when people offer you things. I know it's difficult, I know it's awkward, but your goals are definitely worth it. Unfortunately, this might have come a day late for you if you were celebrating St. Patty's Day yesterday. But now, after this Q&A episode, you have a bunch of strategies to use for the next time that you decide to drink. Hopefully, you use some of the strategies we talked about today, making drinking and staying on top of your nutrition goals much easier in the future.